Hey, have you ever held back an opinion on something for concern of backlash?
Yes. Yes.
How often?
What was it? No,
very often. Very often. You know, the Bible says some things are lawful, means legal. You can talk about it, but not expedient, not appropriate, not the right time. You know, so if there's something going on and it's a friend of mine, I may call them and maybe I'll talk about it in an overarching kind of way, you know, because I know I've been the topic of conversation. I'm like, man, just go easy on me. I remember when the Mary Mary show was on, and I know Kev had the jury. He would be tearing us up. I'd be like,
You know, it's a lot harder when you meet the people, though.
Yeah.
When I was younger and didn't know anybody, I'm like, gloves are off. And now when you meet them and they're nice, it's just like, but I cannot. Man. He's my friend.
Yeah.
I cannot say.
I cannot say. I cannot say.
It's a lot harder. And then the other thing is, like, the internet's the internet.
Yes.
If they don't know you, they don't care.
They don't care.
They will destroy you.
Absolutely.
But your friends, like, bro, come on,
right.
man. It's your boy.
That's what's hard. Like when I see some of the, like, we all gonna be at the Stellars together. You just rip sis to shred.
Yeah.
Like, but what, are you gonna take a picture with her? You're gonna get a selfie?
No,
like,
you gonna square up?
You gonna square up?
Is there
Did you
any gospel
call
beef?
and ask?
You ever see somebody backstage like, cuz, if I see cuz, it's on site. There is. She doesn't want to say.
Well, okay, without saying names, tell us the story.
There was a play.
Oh, yes.
And there was a gospel artist and a judge, and they didn't get along. And I don't know if it went to fisticuffs, but it was definitely you stay over there, you stay over there. Back in the day, it used to be like that. Kirk Franklin told me that. He said, like, you guys all being friends, like you and Tasha and Ty being in the room laughing it up. He was like, it wasn't like that back in the day.
Really?
He said the Winans would be in their space. The Hawkins over here.
It's Hawkins over here, cuz.
He was like, they wasn't.
Wine is Detroit.
They wasn't like fraternizing. It wasn't
really.
Like that. I was like, really? I wonder why. He was like, I don't know. He was like, so this is beautiful. It was like me, him, and like Tamala and a bunch of people in the room.
Yeah,
we were, laughing and talking and encouraging each other. And but yeah, every now and again there's a
gossip hole.
Gossip hole, yeah. But you know, we try to minimize. Like, I'm a person that if I feel something, I'm gonna call you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk. If I have a problem with you, I'm not gonna talk to you about it. I'm gonna go straight to the person.
Or make a video on Instagram about it.
I'm not gonna ever do that. I don't sub-post. I don't.
Right.
I don't do that. Some people put their music out. Like, I'm never. I don't. Yeah.
Here's a question I thought was interesting. Do you ever miss not being famous?
Famous doesn't bother me. I go to the grocery store. I shop at the 99-cent store.
Really?
Yes, I love the 99 cents. Krista's shaking her head.
Do you
I can
still?
spend time in there. Yes. I
Do you
love
fly Coach
CVS, Walmart. Sometimes I fly Coach.
What?
Yeah, if it's on my budget and I don't want to pay $900 for a flight, I'm gonna pay $300 in fly Coach.
Did you pull your hat down a little lower?
No, I'm in Coach, saving money like you.
That's real.
I don't care. Yeah, I was in my BMW driving up to the 99-cent store. This lady rolled her eyes so hard. They have my favorite chips there, and they're a little less than they are in the grocery store.
That's so funny.
Somebody hit Warren was like, won't you buy your wife a real house? Because, you know, we live in L.A.
Yeah.
So an expensive home in L.A. is different from an expensive home in Atlanta or, you know what I mean, somewhere else. Like, you can have acres upon acres for $1 million home. $1 million home in L.A. is different.
Studio.
You know, so.
This is a $500,000 home, and I guarantee you, like, I don't own it, just so
We
y'all
get
know.
it,
I'm renting.
Kev.
I'm
We
renting.
get it.
But it's
But you
not,
shall own it, I declare and decree.
I own my house in Washington, so don't trip. But the point I was making is a $500,000 home here in
LA,
Atlanta, totally different story.
That's why people come to LA. They be like, "Yeah, I'm going back home." They be sad.
Absolutely.
Did you have? I moving to LA. Great. Do you have a savings? No, just God told me to move.
Man.
Where do you work? God told me to move. Where are you staying? Listen, God is telling you to go back home.
Yeah.
There was a girl who called me. I said, honey, get a job.
Yes.
Have some money.
Yes.
Save up. Know where you're going to live. Come do your research. Find out what area you want to live in.
North Hollywood. Start there.
Listen, start North Hollywood.
Go norther.
Maybe Van Nuys even.
Yes.
You know, that's where, when I moved from, like, at the Inglewood, LA area, I moved to Van Nuys.
Yeah.
Me and Tina had a 2-bedroom for $735 with utilities paid. I know that's rare.
Were you a gospel singer at this time?
I was a gospel singer.
The rent is the rent.
The rent is the rent.
That is interesting because I flew first class from New York to LA, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going back to coach with them.
Those peasants.
It's so much nicer
I mean,
up there.
if I'm sleeping all the way, listen.
Wow. But that's also how you keep your money.
Absolutely.
For longer. Trying to prove something to someone that's non-existent doesn't make sense.
I don't care what you think. I'm going to wear my clothes again. You will see things multiple times. I feel no pressure about it at all.
I'm going to wear my clothes again.
Yes. The maintenance of being an artist in the public can be crazy.
Yes.
Oh, you wore that wig on the last performance and I'm wearing it again. You know how much I paid for this thing? Like, I was not mad at Tiffany Haddish for wearing that $4,000 dress.
That thing's expensive.
Right. Now, you can't wear it a fourth time, Tiff.
Yeah.
Like 3, I think we at our limit.